What's happening, guys? This is the Grandmaster of Faster, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Stadium for the Nintendo 64. In the last episode, we won the Petite Cup and got this really shiny gold trophy. And in this episode, we're going to enter the Poké Cup, the official Pokemon League tournament. Hone your skills to become the champ. As you can see, the cup is divided into 4 different tournaments, ranging from Poké Ball all the way up to Master Ball. Poké Ball is the easiest and Master Ball is the hardest. And you have to win one tournament in order to unlock the next. So let's start things off with the Poké Ball Cup, or tournament, or whatever the heck it is. And I have 2 teams of Pokemon registered to take on the Poké Cup, and I'm going to try and alternate between the 2. For the Poké Ball tournament, I've decided to go with my team from Blue version. I haven't used it as much, so it should be an interesting challenge. I have no idea how well this is going to go, but hey, that's the excitement of the game, isn't it? Our first match is against Biker, and as you can see, half of his team are poison and the other half fighting. Ipso facto, it's a psychic magnet. I can't honestly see myself switching out from Mr. Mime, but I've brought Nidoqueen and Blastoise for backup just in case. He's going to be leading off with his female Nidoran, level 50, poison type with the moves Double Kick, Blizzard, Body Slam, and Toxic. So even the unevolved Pokemon have some pretty powerful moves at their disposal. One thing I should mention is that Pokemon ranging from levels 50 to 55 can compete in the Poké Cup, but the total sum of the levels of the Pokemon you choose cannot exceed 155, so you can't have 2 level 55 Pokemon on your team. This Mankey is level 50, fighting type with the moves Thrash, Dig, Submission, and Thunderbolt. No match for a psychic attack, though. And once again, can we just comment on how freaking cool Psychic looks in Pokémon Stadium? And his last Pokemon is going to be the male Nidoran, level 50, poison type with the moves Thunder, Horn Attack, Fury Attack, and Reflect. Once again, poison type plus Psychic attack equals Pwnage. 3 attacks, 3 KOs. This video is getting off to a very good start, I must say. Go on, Mr. Mime, keep on miming. Now, if you're wondering why my Mr. Mime's nickname is Marcel, it's because the only way you can get Mr. Mime is by, in red, blue, and yellow, I should say, is trading it. But more on that later. For now, we have our second battle against Rocker. Half his team is electric and the other half is grass, and my Nidoqueen just so happens to know Blizzard, so I'm going to bring her along, but just in case, I'm going to bring in Mr. Mime as well as Machamp. But as I was saying earlier, you can only get Mr. Mime in red, blue, and yellow by trading it. And when you trade an Abra for the Mr. Mime, it comes with the nickname Marcel, and you can't change the nicknames of any traded Pokemon. Aside from that, Bellsprout, level 50, grass poison type with the moves Razor Leaf, Sleep Powder, Acid, and Slam. Try to not let his Bellsprout put you to sleep, because once it does that, it'll hit you with Razor Leaf. Well, thank you, Pokemon gods, for being kind to me. Don't you miss the days where, don't you miss the Generation 1 days where Blizzard had 100% accuracy? It was so much better than it is now. I think now it only has 90%, or maybe even 80. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, what's coming out next? Pikachu! Level 50, Electric type, with the moves Thunder Wave, Seismic Toss, Quick Attack, and Thunder. One Earthquake, and this thing is going to get owned. And did you see the tears well up in Pikachu's eyes just before it fainted? It's kind of heartbreaking, actually. But I am in no sympathetic mood. His last Pokemon, Voltorb, level 50, Electric type, with the moves Screech, Explosion, Thunderbolt, and Swift. Voltorb is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, so it might try and get off an explosion before you can do anything. And for some reason, I'm faster than it. I guess it was Electro that I was thinking of. But we're all good right now. 2 battles without any major problems so far. But as I've said many, many times in this project, the battles get a lot tougher as you move up through the ranks. Okay. Round 3 is against Juggler. And I actually have some things to take care of, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had some food in the oven that I had to take out. Now let's see. Juggler has a variety of different Pokemon. But that Drowsy kind of worries me. So, I'm gonna lead off with Blastoise. And I'm also going to bring Mr. Mime. And let's throw out Victory Bell.
The upcoming battles look promising. We're into round 3.
And he's going to be leading off with Drowsy, level 50, Psychic type, with the moves Hypnosis, Dream Eater, and Metronome. This is kind of an interesting fight because his entire strategy is based on Metronome. And for those of you who don't know, Metronome allows his Pokemon to copy any attack, regardless of what it is. So it could range from something as weak as Tackle to something incredibly strong like Fire Blast or Hydro Pump. And thank you for landing a hit. Please don't fall asleep. Please don't fall asleep. Please don't fall asleep. Well, so much for my joining the clergy.
Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided fight.
Yes, it's going to be a problem. I'll have to switch out because I don't want him hitting me with Dream Eater.
Here's a Pokemon chain.
Now, Drowsy only has 37 HP, and my Mr. Mime has Seismic Toss, so I should be able to take it out, provided that I am faster. This is the point in the game where you really have to start using strategy, because you can't just go for an all-out attack in some of these fights. Alright, so Drowsy is down. I still have all of my Pokemon, but unfortunately Blastoise is asleep. What's coming out next? It's going to be Clefairy, level 50. Normal type with the moves Metronome and Sing. But since it's not Psychic type, I can use Psychic. So we're just going to see how much damage it will do. Can I take it out? No, but I did remove most of its HP. Whoa! Thunder! Now, Metronome does sound threatening at first, but keep in mind that even if it does use a powerful attack, it's still based off of the attacker's stats, and since Clefairy doesn't have the greatest stats in the world, that Thunder didn't do all that much. Okay, now, regardless of which Pokemon he sends out, I'll have an advantage. He's gonna send out Ghastly, level 50, Ghost Poison type with the moves Hypnosis, Psywave, and Dream Eater. Remember, since Ghastly is indeed part poison, it is weak to Psychic. I remember that in red, blue, and yellow, ghost attacks didn't actually do any damage to psychic Pokemon because of a stupid glitch. And in the anime, it was quite different because Ash was trying to beat Sabrina, and one of the characters said he couldn't do it without a ghost Pokemon. So how ironic that the anime told a very different tale. Although I guess that's not a new classification in terms of anime being different from the games they're based off of. Moving right along, we are going to move on to battle number 4 against Beauty. And her team is comprised of water and ground types. So I'm going to send out Victory Bell first. But just in case, I'm going to bring in Raichu and Blast... Oh, that's right, I can't. I can't bring out Raichu and Blastoise in the same battle because their levels exceed 155. Insert foot and mouth. Okay, well, instead of Raichu, actually, no. I think, for sure I need Victory Bell, but I'm going to bring in Machamp instead of Raichu. Well, actually, no. I'm going to... Blah! I need to get my thoughts straight. I'm going to bring in Victory Bell, Raichu, and Machamp. Okay, now that that fiasco is over and done with... Hello, Victory Bell. Good to see you make your debut in the project, and she's going to be starting off with Cubone. Level 50, ground type, with the moves Leer, Fire Blast, Bone Club, and Headbutt. I'm gonna try for a Razor Leaf, and I think I can KO it because Razor Leaf does have a high critical hit ratio. I'm just a little worried about that Fire Blast. And we hear a very nice remix of the Team Rocket hideout, albeit a very fast one. Gonna go for Shelder now. Shelder is at level 50, water type with the moves Self-Destruct, Ice Beam, Clamp, and Takedown. Let's see how much Razor Leaf does. Should take out Shelder with no problem. Oh, come on! Did that really happen? Oh, Ice Beam is going to hurt. Or not! What are you talking about? What do you mean it was super effective? That didn't look very effective to me. Then again, it is just a Shelder. Alright, let's see if we can hit it with the Razor Leaf. Thank you very much, and it's kind enough to give me another critical hit. Although that's not all surprising given how critical hits worked back in Red, Blue, and Yellow. They were based on the Pokemon speed, I think. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but that's another thing that changed in future generations, and I honestly think for the better, because certain attacks were so OP'd in the original games. In any case, Staryu, level 50, water type with the moves Surf, Minimize, Swift, and Light Screen. Once again, we're going to hit it with the Razor Leaf. And it's going to go for the Minimize, which will increase its evasion. So that's a little bit annoying. Thankfully, I did manage to hit it. Oh, good. Very good indeed. All right, with Beauty defeated, we have reached the halfway point. Very nice. So I think I'm going to stop for now, and we'll continue the other half later on. See you guys next time.